This is 5 minutes with Phil and Justin. I'm Phil.
And I'm Justin.
And this is 5 minutes with Phil and Justin.
Stop it!
What?
This is why I can't do this shit with you, because it's
What do you mean?
insane. I know you're
What
not
just happened?
I know what you're doing. You're telepathically trying to get me off.
So we scaled this company from 0 to about 20 to 30 million, give or take. We're not sure what the exact valuation is as of today, but a lot of that firepower is built on scaling a sales team. We want to shine some light on that. What do we look for? What makes a good salesperson?
So the first three things we look for is hungry, humble, smart. But those all break down into different categories, and there's things that I think that fall under each one of those things.
We're gonna agree, obviously, because we built it. So a lot of the stuff that we do, you do agree. So the other day, right, I was driving on the northern state, late night, right? And it was maybe I think 1 o'clock in the morning. And it was weird because there was literally not one car on the road. And what's funny is that
Look in the rearview mirror and just making like it's like the Rocky movie.
Yeah, what I was thinking was humans are so predictable. There's no one on the road at night. All the stores are closed, everything closes at a certain time, everyone eats lunch at a certain time, everyone eats breakfast. We're just so predictable, right? What you're looking for in a salesperson is someone that has that extra gear, that's gonna be on the road at night, that's gonna stay in the office later, that's gonna have that extra horsepower that isn't the same as everyone else. To be a salesperson, you have to be a little bit of a stallion. You can't be a tamed horse. How do we identify that stallion out of the thousands of people that we've met and interviewed?
First thing I think is someone who has something to prove. They were counted out in their life. They have to have like an enemy also. I feel like every salesperson that has that edge, you have to have an enemy. You have to have someone that you're fighting or something that you're fighting against in order to drive you. So you have to have like an opponent in a way. And that could be teachers that told you that you'll never be anything. That could be a girlfriend that told you that you're not shit. Or it could be a mom or a dad that thinks that, you know, what you're doing is stupid. You should have went to school. You should, whatever it may be. Everyone has something like that, I think, that is in sales anyway. And if they don't, they're kind of like more limp noodle a little bit.
Yeah, limp wristed. So here's a story. So when we were first starting out, obviously we didn't have backing, only the money that we had, but you asked the question, how do you identify that guy with the edge, right? Or the extra gear? And in the beginning, you can't necessarily. You could ask all the questions in the world. I don't think you're ever gonna truly be able to identify that person, maybe with a test nowadays, but what we did was we had to kiss a lot of frogs. We had to be budget conscious, so we would hire literally anybody. We did the breath test, right? So if there was breath coming out of your lungs, you're hired, and we would train you from there. And I don't know, it could be argued that was a mistake, but I think it was our only option. And from that, how many salespeople do we have now?
Probably 60, 65.
Yeah, so 65. You remember the homeless guy that we had working for us?
Yeah.
We had a guy, remember the guy who would take a shower in our, a bird bath, in our bathroom, and then spray himself with cologne and then hit the phones?
Yeah.
There was that. What other?
Oh, how many people that were
that?
Oh, yeah. No, there was tons of people like that. Yeah, there were fucking psychos we had in the office. We have plenty of them. But yeah, just to the point of what you're saying too, is they have to have that extra edge. It is hard to see it on the interview process unless they kind of say something that you're picking up on, okay, this guy's got a little bit of a chip on his shoulder, that kind of thing. When you find people like that, it is harder to guide them. You want to try to find someone that is also coachable, hopefully. But yeah, we've had a lot of psychos in the office, a lot of people that have all different types of walks of life.
If I was to sum it up for myself, hungry, humble, smart. You want someone coachable, you want someone with an edge, common enemy, have something to prove, a good reason why, but also the camaraderie, you know what I'm saying? If you hire the right people, and listen, we hired a lot of the wrong people, there's no doubt about it, but through that, you filter out the good people, and those people see how you and I interact, how the other people in the team interact, and how we're willing to do a lot for each other, and they almost in the beginning are what the hell is going on here? You know, it's weird, it's almost shocking. And then after their walls melt down a little bit, then they buy into it.
Right.